guys, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, welcome to Views by Beck. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so whenever I upload a new video, you will be informed immediately. You don't want to miss this. I talk about different topics, so welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so today I wanted to talk about passion and making a life. Do you love your life? Are you struggling with finding your passion or your purpose? If so, this video is for you, so stay tuned. Now, most oftentimes, I find that making a living isn't really an issue. Making a life, is the problem. And that's what a lot of us struggle with. Most of us, we feel like there's more to life. There has to be more than this 9 to 5. There has to be more than, this job that you currently have. And we start to go crazy thinking about more and trying to figure out what it is that our purpose is, right? I can completely understand. We've all been there. And then as a result, we start to become unhappy with the current life that we have. We start to become ungrateful for the life that we have because we are literally going crazy trying to figure out, there's more. There has to be more. There has to be more. Now, I'm going to give you 2 reasons why the ungratefulness comes in. Social media is a wonderful platform, as we all know. I think it's great for businesses and for those that are looking to make new connections with people. It's a great platform, but everything has its positive and its negatives. However, the same social media is and can be very detrimental to our well-being. It all depends on how you utilize it. The reason why I talk about social media is because, as we all know, a lot of people live fake lives on social media. No judgments, just saying. A lot of people live a fake life on social media, and then you have those people that are currently struggling with where they currently are. They start to become envious of those people. They start to become envious of the life that those people are portraying on social media, not really realizing that it's not real. And when you start to become envious, everything around you starts to change. Your emotion, your feelings about things. You become ungrateful about the life that you have because you start thinking, oh, I want that life. I want to do the things that that person is doing. And then you start to lose yourself in the process. And that is one of the worst things that you could ever do, is to lose yourself. You can lose anything else in the world, but when you lose yourself, it is extremely difficult to get back up. Okay? So that's why I wanted to talk about that for a minute. Because when you lose yourself, or you have that mindset of, I want to live, that person's life, or I want to do what they're doing. Oh my God, oh my goodness, I'm so jealous. They went there and I didn't get to go. You start to chastise yourself. You start to diminish your accomplishments. You start to basically become ungrateful for the successes that you've had. Right? You start to downplay the successes that you've had because of the jealousy and the envy, and you wanting to walk in someone else's path instead of finding your own. So we are going to talk about that really briefly, hopefully. Forgetting that you have your own trail and your own path in life, and focusing so much on someone else's path is highly detrimental to the well-being. And there is a reason why God created each and every one of us with our own purpose. Everyone does not have the same purpose. Everyone does not have the same path. God literally created us individually with our own purpose, with our own talents, with our own different looks. That's the beauty of it all. And I don't want us to neglect the beauty as it was created and focus on being someone else, because then you're taken away from the beauty of creation. And we have to be very mindful of that. He created us as unique being. I just want you to think for a moment, like, do you know the greatness that lies within you? Like, can you even fathom the uniqueness and the greatness and the talent, and the beauty that's in you? Like, do you know how great you are? Like, do you know? Because once you know how great you are, honey, no one can't tell you nothing, okay? Nothing anyone says, nothing anyone's doing. There literally will be no comparison because you are great. What? Like, it's a joy to finally come to terms with the greatness that lies within you. Nothing anyone else does will ever make you feel less than. It's like a confidence that just like exudes in and outside of you because you have that understanding of how great you are. Like, honey, you are great, okay? Okay, so I want you all to know that because like it's just a joy. Like, I can't stop smiling just thinking of how great I am, okay? And everyone should feel this way about themselves. Because if you feel this way about yourself, there is absolutely no one on this planet that can make you feel like you're not enough, that can make you feel like your life sucks. No one can make me feel like my life sucks. Like, my life is great because I have this understanding of the greatness that lies within me. So it's important for us to have that knowledge as well in order to thrive in an environment that is filled with fake life. Okay, now there's a lot of outside sources, obviously, other than social media that can have an influence on how we feel about ourselves or our purpose or our passion. Peers, parental, cultural, societal. There are different pressures or different influences. Anything outside of yourself is what I would like to consider, a third party. You don't need that. The focus should be on yourself and the unique being that you are. You don't want to follow someone else's path. There's no need to be jealous of someone else and, want their life. Your life is perfect. You make your life. No one else makes your life but you. So if you allow yourself to be influenced into wanting someone else's life, you are literally missing your purpose. You are missing your path. That, to me, is a no-no. There is no reason why you should neglect your own purpose and your own path because you're watching someone else. Be grateful for the things that you have accomplished. Have goals for things you want to accomplish that makes you feel fulfilled outside of anyone else. One way that we can accomplish this would be to spend 3 days to 1 week, just being with ourselves. Be with thine self and try to figure out what it is that moves you. What motivates you? What drives you? What makes you feel fulfilled outside of anyone else but yourself? Figure that out in order for you to find your purpose and find your passion. When you have so much noise around you, what happens is they start to influence what you want. Right? They start to influence what you think your purpose and your passion is. But no one knows you better than yourself. So it's important for us to take a step back in order to figure out what motivates you, what pushes you, what drives you, so that you can walk in your own path. Because baby, let me tell you, your path is beautiful. Your purpose is amazing. Okay? Once you tap into that, you will literally just see yourself floating. Like nothing will bother you. Why? Because you know your purpose, you know your passion, and when you do those things, it makes you feel fulfilled. You would never compare yourself to anyone ever again, because that right there alone is a joy killer. You don't need that. No one needs that. The second thing I wanted to talk about was the quote which says, "There is only one way to success. There's only one way to be successful." And that's a lie. There's not one way to be successful. There is a variety of ways to be successful. That mindset is literally a common thought for a lot of people, right? And it's a killer of joy, because then it goes hand in hand with the social media and the jealousy, because you're thinking this is the only way that I can make it or be successful. But that's not necessarily true. I will tell you what I feel success is. Everyone has their different definition of what success is. But I will tell you what I feel success is. I'll tell you that in a little bit. But I just want you guys to understand that there is more than one way to be successful. Okay? Now, what does success mean to you? I want you to think about that for a moment. What does success mean to you? Is it driving fancy cars? Is it, living in a mansion? Is it buying the latest designer clothes? Think about that for a second. Before I tell you what success means to me, I want to point something out. Thoughts and emotions literally feed off each other. I think we all know this. If you think someone is a bad person, I talked about this in my previous video about bad and good people. If you think someone is a bad person, guess what happens? Automatically your emotion and your action to that person will be to treat them in a horrible way, right? If you think someone is a good person, you hone in on that person. You start to become nice to the person. You start to become caring to the person. If you think that a situation is horrible, you automatically react to that. The emotion feeds off your thoughts, right? So the same thing applies to being successful. If you think that there's only one way to be successful, what tends to happen is that you start to hone in on that one path. You then miss out on the other opportunities around you that can also put you in your path and, lead you to being successful. So it is important for us to understand that it's not just one way to be successful, because another thing that happens is this. Once we don't reach that level of success, we start to beat ourselves up. We start to be depressed. We start to be sad. We start to become unappreciative of the things that we have accomplished, because we're so focused on that one thing, one goal, one path, which in turn, the other paths around us could literally be another way for us to be successful, but we miss out on that because we're so focused on one thing, and we become depressed and sad as a result. So it's important to know that there is definitely more than one way to be successful, and you don't want to miss your path. You don't want to miss your purpose. You don't want to miss your gifts. And just because you are so stuck on one way to be successful. With that being said, I will tell you exactly what success means to me. Success to me is not the textbook definition. I will tell you why. Success to me is not staying at a job that you hate, that you're unhappy in, just because you're making 6 figures and you drive a Bentley. To me, that is not success. Success to me is basically living a healthy, a peaceful, and a purposeful, fulfilling life. That to me is success. And honestly, money cannot buy that level of success. Money just cannot buy that success. You have a lot of wealthy people, for example, people that are doing quite well financially. They end up committing suicide. And I see people either make comments about, but they had money. Why would they do that? Oh my goodness, if I had that type of money, I would never do that. Here's what we need to understand. Money is temporary happiness, okay? Money does not equate peace, fulfillment. It doesn't equate those things, right? We cannot mix the two things up. Two totally different things. When you lack peace and fulfillment in your life, no matter how much money you have, those things just don't matter, because you're missing something deeper than what money can actually buy, right? So to me, success is not really about money. It goes deeper than that. I will tell you my own personal story in a little bit, but I often hear people also say, do you rather cry in a Camry or a Bentley? None. I don't want to cry. Why would I want to cry? Like, who wants to be sad because they're driving a Bentley? Not me. Like, my peace of mind means so much to me that I understand that money cannot buy those things. So no, I don't want to cry in your Bentley. I don't. If you're not bringing me peace, you're not bringing me joy, I don't want it. I want no parts. It's that simple. Because your little money cannot buy my peace of mind. So that to me is not success just because I have a Bentley. It doesn't mean anything to me. Because if I lack peace within myself and fulfillment within myself, nothing else matters. So I'm going to give you a personal story to basically round this up. So I was one of the people that was working a 6-figure job in my career. And I was doing quite well for myself. I was. However, I despised work. I wasn't passionate about it. In the beginning, I was. However, as time went on, I just kind of lost my passion for it, which is completely normal. I lost my passion for it, and I decided that I needed to quit my job, even though it was paying quite well, and pursue my passion. Pursue what it is that drives and motivates me, what gives me fulfillment. And I was able to do that for myself. So it was a journey. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight. But I quit my job and I found my purpose. So here I am. Hey! This is what literally drives me. This is what motivates me. This gives me so much fulfillment to be able to help other people in this way. I was helping other people in my career. However, it wasn't in a way that I was passionate about. This right here means so much to me, and I'm so passionate about this because I want people to live a very peaceful and purposeful life. There's nothing in this world that matters if you are not at peace with yourself, if you are not able to navigate through life's challenges, if you are not living a fulfilling life. Nothing else matters. So it's very important for me to be able to impact and influence people in this way for them to be able to find peace of mind, because nothing beats that. It's the best feeling in the world to be able to do what it is that you love and what you're passionate about. So yes, I was one of those people. And as a result, I now understand that money doesn't really buy happiness. Money does not equate to success. So it's important for us to understand that. Find your purpose outside of those influences. Find your purpose. Find who you are. Find what drives you. Find what motivates you. Because remember, you have to live with the life that you made for yourself. No one else is going to live with the life that you made for yourself. You have to live with the life that you made for yourself. So it's important to make a life, not a living, make a life that you love. Very important. Thank you all so much for watching. That will be all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in and for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit the notification bell. For my upcoming episodes, I will be having a very special guest come on, and we are going to talk about relationships. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.